Everything is very safe. And again, on rope A, we've got Jill Summer, and Jill is with the Research Corporation at the University of Hawaii, and she believes in charging fears, guns blazing, and she's been to motorcycle racing school twice. That sounds pretty amazing. She decided to go over the edge as a personal challenge, and she enjoys being a fundraiser for Special Olympics Hawaii. She'd like to say she loves all of her supporters, and her final thoughts are chee-hoo. That's actually the final thoughts of a good portion of our rappellers today. And again, on rope B, this is Kurt Lester. Kurt is with Servitech, and he decided to go over the other edge to raise money for a great cause, which is Special Olympics Hawaii, again supporting both athletic competition and training, as well as school-based programs which support inclusion and acceptance, as well as unified sports, and a very strong and robust health program, which we've really been instituting in the last 10 to 15 years, providing both health screening and follow-up care for literally thousands of individuals with intellectual disabilities here in the state of Hawaii. So let's give it up for Kurt Lester and Jill Summer, our first two rappellers today. They're doing amazing. Both of them about halfway down. Looks like these two have got it wired. Again, Jill on rope A and Kurt on rope B, our middle rope. Again, we're going ABC from right to left today. All right, looks like Jill has got this mastered. This is our motorcycle racer right here. This is Jill Summer coming down right now. And Jill is making it look easy. Again, Jill with the Research Corporation from the University of Hawaii. How was it up there, Jill? Awesome. Is this your first time? Second time. Thank you so much for doing this. Again, all of our rappellers have committed to raise $1,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii in order to rappel today. So Jill, thank you very much for doing that. Jill has shown that it makes it look super easy. It's not that easy, but Jill looks pretty tough. Again, she want to say she loves you to all of her supporters, and she believes in charging fears, guns blazing, and we appreciate Jill for all of her efforts in raising funds for Special Olympics Hawaii. And we've got at about the 15th floor right now, this is Kurt Lester. Kurt is with Servitech, and again, he decided to go over the edge to raise money for a great cause. Kurt, you look like you're also super smooth up there, taking a chance to look around and see everybody. Is that Kurt's family right there? All right. Kurt, make sure you pose for any pictures. Check out the ocean. Say hi to some of the guests here at the Hyatt. And we appreciate you. Annual event. We've been doing this since 2009. We've been here at the Hyatts for this is our 6th year. Cumulatively, Over the Edge has raised over $1.2 million to support Special Olympics Hawaii athletes. And coming up on rope A, this is a real hero to Special Olympics Hawaii. His name is Dee Sullivan, and he is the captain of our largest team of more than 20. And Steve personally has raised almost $5,000 this year, but his team has raised well over $20,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii this year. And I believe Steve has rappelled almost every year that we've had this event. And Steve is coming over with a couple of other fantastic supporters of Special Olympics Hawaii as well. Coming up on rope C, this is Joy Hessenflow. I believe in the 11 years to all of her supporters and have a great day. Joy's fearless, and again, this is Joy on rope C. As well as Jay Scheidler. And Jay works at the Scheidler Group. Jay is an amazing benefactor of numerous organizations here in Hawaii, especially the Scheidler Business School at the University of Hawaii, and has also been a strong supporter of Special Olympics Hawaii. I want to give a huge shout out to Steve Sullivan, Jay Scheidler, and Joy Hessenflow. Again, Steve and Joy, very experienced rappellers, and I believe this is Jay's first time rappelling. All right, once again, we've got our three rappellers on rope A on the right side. This is Mr. Steve Sullivan, team captain for our team called Team Drop 808, the largest team we have doing Over the Edge today. More than 20 rappellers, raising more than $20,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii. Steve personally has raised close to $5,000 this year. He's a extremely strong partner and volunteer for Special Olympics. Also has been extremely supportive of our event called the Polar Plunge. And Steve works for Parallel Capital Partners, and again is the Team Drop 808 captain. And I believe Steve may have rappelled almost every year, or if not, he maybe have missed 1 year of the 11 years of Over the Edge. And then we've got on rope B, Mr. Jay Scheidler in the blue shirt. Jay is also a member of Team Drop 808 this year, and he is the president and CEO of the Scheidler Group. Said he did this 50 years ago when he wore a younger man's clothes. But for most people, this is probably the tallest rappel that they've done. Again, from the roof down to the rooftop of the swim bar, we estimate it's probably somewhere around 370 feet, which is a pretty good rappel. Even most of our law enforcement folks that have, or even military folks that have had a chance to ever rappel before, usually say in training, they've rarely done more than 200 feet, so this is a pretty good thrill for most folks. Jay said it seemed like a pretty good idea at the time. We'll see how he feels after he's done. One of the things he wants to say to his reporters is always make sure you use the good ropes. It's a great piece of advice. His goal is one story slowly, but looks like they've got this handled. And again, looks like our 3 team members, Joy, Jay, and Steve, doing well. And again, Joy has some flow on rope C with the Scheidler group. Joy is a big fan of country music. Maybe we can ask her to do a few steps of the, what's it called, the get up? The get up? What's it called, Ryan? Do we know? Making the rounds these days? Ryan does not know. All right, I'll give you credit for that. Joy says she loves Special Olympics Hawaii. Joy is also a longtime volunteer for our organization, one of our certified bocce officials. And she just wanted to say have a great day. Again, a huge mahalo to the Hyatt Regency Waikiki Resort and Spa for their support of this event. We've been here for 6 years. So a couple shout-outs today. You guys notice the folks in the yellow shirts that are at the bottom of the ropes. They're with the 93rd Civil Support Team of the Army National Guard here, the Hawaii Army National Guard. And we also have some folks that will be volunteering today from the Honolulu Fire Department. These guys have come in volunteering for 2 days. They are part of our crew that is helping our rappellers get geared up in the Leahi room, as well as our ropes crew here at the bottom of the rappel, and some folks up on the top too, double checking and making sure that everybody is safe before they come on over. So thank you guys. We greatly appreciate your support. We'd also like to give a shout out to Brand Safeway Scaffolding for doing all the scaffolding for us. It looks like Steve and Jay have got this wired now and are looking strong. Joy is definitely taking the time to enjoy the view and say hello to some of the Hyatt guests here that are popping out to say hello this morning. Steve showing off just a little bit. Looks like he and Jay got a little race going on. Again, Dee Sullivan, one of our amazing volunteers. Again, captain for Team Drop 808. More than 20 rappellers raising, I believe, over $23,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii. Steve has raised in the tens of thousands of dollars throughout the years for Special Olympics Hawaii. And again, has pulled together an amazing crew with Team Drop 808. And also a huge shout out to Mr. Jay Scheidler. Jay, again, was with the Scheidler Group, an amazing benefactor here in the state of Hawaii, supporting a lot of great causes with obviously the University of Hawaii Scheidler Business School, but also a supporter of Special Olympics Hawaii. So thank you very much to Jay for his support and for going over the edge today as part of Team Drop 808. And again, about 15 stories up, we've got Joy Hessenflow. Joy, an amazing volunteer with Special Olympics Hawaii, has been a huge supporter both as a volunteer and as a fundraiser for years, and is a certified bocce official with us as well. Joy, I would never say this because I don't believe in it, but for you, I will say roll tide. Joy, I'm only saying that for you. Steve, how was it?
Hello.
Steve, have you done all 11 years of rappelling?
I missed the first year. This is 10th year.
So this is your 10th anniversary.
Yep.
Thank you. And Team Drop 808 has raised how much so far this year?
I think we're in the 20s.
That's fantastic. Steve, you're an amazing supporter of Special Olympics Hawaii. We can't do this without you. Thank you very much.
I want to thank all the support, especially Mr. Scheidler has provided us. That's where the team kind of came from in the beginning, so it's been great.
Fantastic. Thank you, Steve. Jay, would you like to say a few words? Again, Jay Scheidler, thank you very much, Jay. We greatly appreciate your support.
He said he wants to go again.
He wants to go again? Okay. All right, and we've got Joy safely down, so amazing. For our first 3 rappellers from Team Drop 808 today, and I believe we've got 17 more that'll be coming over the edge as part of the same group. Again, Steve Sullivan with Parallel Capital Partners, Jay Scheidler with the Scheidler Group, and Joy Hessenflow also with the Scheidler Group. Joy, I was trying to figure out, was this your 10th year or your 11th year going as a repeller?
I did it the first year, but I think I missed one or two along the way.
All right. We'll give you credit for 10.
I appreciate the roll tide, dude.
Joy, thank you for everything you do for Special Olympics. We'd like to give a few more shout outs this morning, some of our event partners. We've got Brand Safeway. Mahalo to Brand Safeway Scaffolding for their expertise and equipment for the rooftop scaffolding and the stairway scaffolding for this event. Brand Safeway is a full-service scaffold company offering a scaffold rental sales, training, engineering, labor, inventory, and project management. We'd also like to thank Armstrong Produce and Honolulu Freight Service. Mahalo to Kelvin Shigimura at Armstrong Produce and Honolulu Freight Service for helping to transport our rappelling gear from the mainland for our event. Also, a big shout out to Channel 808 and Multimedia Solutions. Thank you to huge mahalo to Russ Sumida, Scott Tamura, and Topher. Topher, I don't want to mess up your last names. Schuland. Close enough? Schlund. Schuland. Got it. And Gabe? I don't know your last name, Gabe. Corpuz. All right, our amazing team here with Channel 808 and Multimedia Solutions for providing live internet streaming for Over the Edge, as well as providing our PA. These special friends of Special Olympics Hawaii generously donate their time, equipment, and expertise each year to provide the live internet streaming and audio-visual components of this event. So thank you to Russ, Scott, Topher, and Gabe for all you guys do. You guys are amazing. Also, mahalo to Starcom Wireless, providing the two-way radios for this event and all other Special Olympics Hawaii events throughout the year. We've got 3 more rappellers coming over the edge shortly, so if you are looking for Darcy Lee Sahara, Lincoln Jacoby, or Denise Sullivan, and they're coming up next. So Darcy's on rope A, Lincoln on rope B, and Denise on rope C. So when you see them spread their wings, is what we call it, spreading their arms up on the top, basically, that's their posing for the great photos that we've got. A couple of great volunteer photographers up on the top. We've got Stanley and Steve taking photos that so provide some memories for all of our rappellers. So once again, on rope A, we're going right to left, ropes A, B, C. Darcy Lee Sahara, also part of Team Drop 808 with Helms Briscoe. On rope B, also part of Team Drop 808 with 6 Pillars Marketing. And then on rope C, Denise Sullivan, also a team member of Team Drop 808, and Denise is with Parallel Capital Partners, along with Steve Sullivan. Our goal this weekend is to raise $140,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii, again, to provide year-round sports training and competition for over 3,500 Special Olympics athletes. We do serve our athletes on all islands here in the state of Hawaii. Money goes directly to provide critical programs for our athletes, which include state competitions for 4 different seasons, as well as multiple area and regional competitions, in fact, over 50. Our athletes are training on a regular basis throughout the season. We do coaches training for all of our coaches. We do public speaking training for our athletes. We have health programs, including screenings in 7 different disciplines, as well as providing follow-up care for our athletes. We have fitness programs, including walking clubs that are going on. And we also have an amazing program in the schools called Unified Champion Schools, which promotes inclusion and acceptance through sports, leadership training, as well as group activities within all of our schools. And again, coming down right now, making his way a little faster than the rest is on rope B, Lincoln Jacoby goes by Link. Lincoln is a first-time rappeller, again, with 6 Pillars Marketing. He was named after Omaha, Nebraska's capital, where his mom was born. And he's going over the edge to support Special Olympics with Team Drop 808. I'd like to thank Mr. Steve Sullivan, as we mentioned before. His final thoughts is I hope I don't die. Nobody's going to die today. Super safe up there. And he's happy to support Special Olympics Hawaii. And again, that's on rope B. And making her way down on rope A, this is Darcy Lee Sahara. Darcy's with Helms Briscoe. She loves taking risks and getting out of her comfort zone, as you can imagine, as you start to look over the edge 40 stories high, what that feels like. She wanted to support Special Olympics. She loves sports. And she says, if I drop, no better place than paradise. And she's got life insurance. And she'd like to say, go, Knights, go. I'm assuming that's the Castle Knights, but what other Knights are out there, Ryan? The Black Knights, of West Point? Who else? Gotta be, what's that? Las Vegas, hockey, the Knights? We'll have to ask her when she gets down. All right, and then on rope C, Denise Sullivan. This is actually Steve Sullivan's wife, so she loves her husband, Steve, and she wants to say she loves her keikis and Special Olympics. A big mahalo to everyone who helped push her over the edge. Ha, ha, ha. Dee Sullivan. Again, that's our 3 repellers going down right now. All right, making his way down pretty quickly. This is Lincoln Jacoby, again named after Omaha. The Nebraska capital where his mom was born. Again, I'd like to give a shout out to Steve Sullivan. Lincoln looking like a pro right now. Lincoln's kind of got the horizontal technique mastered here. Works your abs pretty good. Lincoln left his teammates behind. He said, I'm out of here. Sorry, guys. I'm going to get this thing over with. Looking smooth. All right, let's give it up for Lincoln Jacoby, safely down on rope B. And we still have up on rope A and C, we've got Dee Sullivan and Darcy Lee Sahara. Let's give a shout out to all of our volunteers today. Again, we've got folks from the Hawaii Army National Guard that are supporting our ropes crew, Honolulu Fire Department, a lot of other volunteers, a lot of our regular volunteers. We have volunteers that support us by doing events year-round. Special Olympics Hawaii actually uses over 11,000 volunteers a year to make all of our programs. Lincoln, great job. We hope you had a great time. Nice.
Say again?
Gabe, can you hear me? So this event is called Over the Edge, but there actually is a company called Over the Edge, and they are the ones that are the experts to make sure that these events are put on safely. So there's a crew of 5 that came out here this year. They're based on the mainland, and they actually do events throughout North America, in both the United States and Canada, in buildings of all sizes and shapes, to allow people throughout the country to do fundraisers where they support various nonprofits. Many other Special Olympics programs on the mainland do this as well. And we know that we have one of the tallest rappels within the top 3 or 4. Again, about 370 feet we estimate from the roof to the top of the roof of the swim bar. All right, guys. Again, making her way down, about 10 stories up now. This is Darcy Lee Sahara on rope A, part of Team Drop 808, the amazing group of approximately 20 rappellers, which has raised over $20,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii. Darcy, again, is with Helms Briscoe, and she loves taking risks and getting out of her comfort zone. She wanted to support Special Olympics Hawaii, and she loves sports. And it looks like Darcy's got this mastered now. Darcy, make sure you take time to enjoy the view. All right, Darcy's got some fans here. And then again, making her way down, this is Dee Sullivan. Dee is not a first-time rappeller. I think her husband Steve might force her to do this event. She's shaking her head yes. But Dee's also an amazing volunteer with Special Olympics Hawaii, as Steve has gotten her connected with us as well. She's part of Team Drop 808 as well, and she loves her husband Steve, and she loves all of the athletes of Special Olympics Hawaii. And she, again, a huge mahalo to everybody that, quote-unquote, pushed her over the edge today. But we want to thank Dee for always coming out and supporting Special Olympics Hawaii. Darcy's got a big smile, feeling safe, and that she's made it safe way down now. That's an awesome job, Darcy. And this is Darcy's as also a first-time rappeller. That's a huge rush. I know. I remember the first time I did it. Amazing rush. Gonna have a chance to go over later today. Yes, I'm a little nervous. I haven't done it in about 8 years. All right. And we do have some more Team Drop 808 rappellers coming over shortly, for those of you that are coming to check them out. Dee making it look easy. All right. Dee Sullivan safely down. Nice job, Dee, and thank you for all your support and being part of Team Drop 808 for the 11th annual Over the Edge here at the Hyatt Regency Waikiki Resort and Spa. Darcy and Dee, if you'd like to say a few words into the mic, or if you've got any online fans, we do have a camera hooked up, and it's streaming to the internet. Russ, how would you find the live stream on the internet? Channel808.tv, channel808.tv, and you can basically find any supporter. Russ, can viewers send a live message through to any rappellers this year? And Russ, I'm assuming they can hear my voice as well? Anybody that's viewing? All right, so if you're viewing on Channel 808 TV, just know that if you're tuning in so that you can see a friend or a family member go over the edge, you can actually send them a message. And Russ is going to let me know how shortly. Russ, is there a way that they can send a message? There's a chat. Okay, so if you see the chat on Channel 808 TV, you can send a message through to us. And I will announce that, whatever you'd like to say, as long as you keep it clean to all of our rappellers. And let them know that you're watching and tuning in from wherever you are around the world. So again, Channel 808 TV.tv. All right, so that was Darcy, Lincoln, and Denise. They just finished up. And our next three rappellers coming up now, also with Team Drop 808. Rope A. We've got Anna Marie Agarpayo. Guys, tell me if I got that last name correct. Does that sound right? Agarpao. All right, Anna Marie Agarpao coming up on Rope A. And Emily New, going by Emmy on rope B, and Akbar Ali on rope C, also part of Team Drop 808. So again, Anna Marie on rope A, Emily on rope B, and Akbar on rope C. Again, ropes are ABC from right to left, ABC. And we'll give you a little more information about our three rappellers once all three of them are out there. So again, our rappellers get escorted to the roof. They go to take the elevator to the 40th floor and then escorted up onto the roof. From there, they actually get training on the back side of the scaffolding, which you can't see from the bottom, and basically get hooked up and give it a couple practice runs to make sure they're comfortable. Once they're ready, we bring them up onto the scaffolding, again, built by Brand Safeway Scaffolding, and then we're brought to the edge, basically make sure everything is hooked in and safe, and they get asked to basically step back and take confidence in the harness that we've got and the ropes, and we've got a couple of photographers up there, ask them to spread their wings, basically open their arms up wide, and we take some photos of them with the amazing backdrop of Waikiki Beach in the background. And then they make their way down. This is what's called a free rappel, basically meaning that their feet are only going to be touching the building really for the first 5 or 6 feet, and after that, they're basically just going to be lowering themselves down the whole way. So again, Anne-Marie Agarpao, Emily New, go by Emmy, and Akbar Ali coming up next, all part of Team Drop 808. All funds raised by this program go directly to support our local athletes here in Hawaii. This is a fundraiser directly for Special Olympics Hawaii and our 3,500 Special Olympics athletes. If anybody would like to make a donation to support any one of the rappellers, please come over and let us know. We'll always accept a donation of any time. Money goes directly to our local athletes, providing sports competition and training, health programs, and inclusion and acceptance programs within our school system called Unified Champion Schools. All right, we've got all 3 of our rappellers looked up there, ready to go. Again, rope A, Anna. Anna is a first-time rappeller. She's with Team Drop 808 wearing the black shirt. She's with Premier Restoration Hawaii. She's a mom of 2 girls and married. She married her high school sweetheart. Very cute. Mom of 2 girls. She's going over the edge for Special Olympics. She'd like to say that she appreciates all of supporters, and her final thoughts are, Lord, help me. Looks like Anna, do we have a big contingent of Anna fans? All right. And then again on rope B, this is Emmy. Emmy's also part of Team Drop 808 and also works for Premier Restoration. She's a previous mama-san. She decided to go over the edge for a Special Olympics. She wanted to say thank you to Bob. And her final thoughts are Spider-Man. And in fact, we got Spider-Man is actually rappelling later today, believe it or not. Spider-Man, I think, is going to be rappelling at about 2:30. And then on rope bars with Schindler Elevator, and he's going over the edge for our Special Olympics athletes. He's actually a returning rappeller, and Akbar's in a black shirt on rope C. Rope C again to the left. And then we've got Anna on rope A to the right, and Emmy in the middle on rope B, all part of Team Drop 808. All right, again on rope C, this is Akbar Ali making his way down now. Looking smooth. We always want to remind our rappellers, just a little tip for some of our previous rappellers, that they said that once they got there, they got scared and they just wanted to get down as fast as they could, but then they regretted that because they said they had time to look around a little bit and just kind of enjoy the experience. So just a little tip to all of our rappellers. If you feel like it, stop for a second, enjoy the view, maybe say hi to a couple. Or if you just want to focus, that's good too. Make your way down. All right, Akbar Ali with Schindler Elevator here, going over for our Special Olympics Hawaii, making it look smooth now. If you notice, a lot of our rappellers tend to go faster as they make it further down. And part of the reason for that is it's a lot easier to go faster because you don't have all the weight of the rope when you're up as you're coming down. It's a lot harder to move quickly up at the top. Super easy. Nice job. Again, Akbar, a returning member of Team Drop 808. Congratulations, Akbar. And also, we've still got on rope Premier Restoration. Akbar, how was it? If you'd like to say a few words into the, how's your experience today this year?
Amazing.
Amazing. How many years have you done this?
3.
3. Thank you so much for supporting Special Olympics Hawaii. We really appreciate it. And thanks for being part of Team Drop 808.
Hi, Lucas.
All right, looking like pros now. We've got Anna and Emmy coming. With Premier Restoration Hawaii. Anna would definitely. Emmy is that she's a previous mama-san. And again, she works for Premier Restoration. Want to say thanks, Bob. And again, our thoughts are Spider-Man again. Spider-Man coming down this afternoon. I'm not kidding. Spider-Man will be coming down this afternoon. All right, Emmy looking like a pro now. Anna starting to speed up. Oh, looking really smooth. It does get a little tiring for sure. It definitely works your arm and your core, your arms and your core. All right, and looks like Emmy is safely down on rope B, and Anna is almost there on rope A. Great job, ladies, making it look easy. You guys look great. Congratulations. All right, folks, let's give it up for Anna and Emmy. Safely down. Thank you guys so much for supporting Special Olympics Hawaii, raising funds for our athletes, and being part of Team Drop 808 here at the 11th annual Over the Edge for Special Olympics Hawaii. The shirts are from the Hawaii Army National Guard and the Honolulu Fire Department. Here today, making sure our folks are safe. It's not actually easy work, making sure everybody, keeping the rope straight and get everybody unhooked and basically craning their necks all day. Thank you guys for volunteering. We appreciate it. Emmy and Anna, if you guys want to say a few words into the mic or say hi to your camera, and in fact, you are on live TV, channel 808. If you have any supporters that you'd like to thank. While we're at it, we'd like to give a shout out here to Mike and Dado, here, amazing staff at the pool deck for taking great care of us here at Special Olympics Hawaii, but they also take great care of all the Hyatt guests. All right, so Emmy and Anna safely down, part of Team Drop 808. Thank you, ladies, for your efforts. You guys are awesome. Again, they're both with Premier Restoration. Hi, Cindy. um, how are you? What you up to? I got the pro here, Ryan Sakagawa. So, folks, if you're looking at who's coming up next, I'll let you know on, again, our ropes are ABC from right to left. So we've got on rope A, Adam Asu in a gray shirt. Adam's a first-time rappeller. He's with Premier Restoration, again, on rope A to the right. On rope B, we've got Kavena Bautista. He's on Team Drop 808. I think it's his first time rappelling, also with Premier Restoration. On rope C to the left, this is Christopher Rabb, goes by Chris. Chris is a returning rappeller, and he's also with Premier Restoration. So big crew from Premier Restoration. Huge shout out to those guys as part of Team Drop 808. And looks like they're all getting their photos up at the top, and they're going to be rappelling shortly. So awesome group with Team 808 and also with Premier Restoration. Great company. Do we have any Premier Restoration folks down here at the pool deck? Can you guys tell me a little bit about what you guys do? So basically you help folks out after emergencies or mold or basically flooding, things like that? Any kind of natural disasters, you guys come in and kind of help out and restore homes? Got private and commercial, is that right? Great work, you guys. Thanks for all your guys' support. Right now. All right, this crew looks like they're pros. Again, Adam Asu on rope A with Premier Restoration. He's a first-time rappeller. Kavena Bautista on rope B, and he's rappelling this year to raise awareness for Special Olympics Hawaii. And he just wants to say to all of his supporters, thank you for your contributions and for the amazing personal support. And then again, rope C, we've got Chris Rabb. Something interesting about Chris, he doesn't want to fail. And he actually participated last year for the first time. Wants to say thank you to all of his supporters for supporting him as, again, all these team members raise funds for Special Olympics Hawaii. Thank you to all the members for coming out today and supporting all of our rappellers. Our rappellers, guys, will go back to the Leahi room. That's the boss on rope C. Chris is the boss. Nice. Again, a huge shout out to the boss, Mr. Chris Rabb on rope C. 300, but they said they can go higher. They just got to know. How do you do it? Basically, everybody that goes over raises money for Special Olympics, so the baseline is 1,000. Some people do it as part of a team, so collaboratively they try and raise that number of dollars for everybody. All right, folks, making it look really easy and moving really quick. This is, I believe this is the boss, Chris Rabb with Premier Restoration. Again, Chris is a returning rappeller, and he did this last year. An amazing job making it look easy. Chris Rabb, again, on rope B, this is Kavena Bautista. Kavena making it look super easy and smooth now. And then again on rope A, Adam Asu. Looks like Kavena went a little too fast. So basically what happens, folks, is there's a safety mechanism. If we've got some of our daring folks that decide to go real fast, just to keep it safe, there's a safety device which is hooked from one rope to the other. So if folks are going a little too fast, it catches. just to make sure that nobody is out of control. All right, so again, Chris Rabb all the way down. Chris, if you'd like to say a few words about your experience. Chris, I actually wanted, do you want to just say a few words about what you guys do at Premier Restoration? We can wait till the guys come down, sure. All right, Kavena a little irritated that he's hung up now, and Adam's going to pass him, but Chris Rabb down. Adam Asu coming down, making it look easy now on rope A. And then Kavena Bautista on rope B. All with Premier Restoration, part of Team Drop 808. Again, Team Drop 808 has raised over $20,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii this year, and literally probably well over 6 figures for Special Olympics Hawaii throughout the years that Team Drop 808 has been in existence. Their captain is Mr. Steve Sullivan with Parallel Capital Partners. All right, and Kavena's got it figured out, and Kavena's making his way down on rope B. Congratulations to our 3 rappellers, Kavena, Adam, and Chris, all with Premier Restoration as part of Team Drop 808. Nice job, you guys. Thanks so much for raising funds for Special Olympics Hawaii. All right, nice job. Our crew from Premier Restoration, thank you guys very much for going over the edge. Nice job. A little bit about Special Olympics Hawaii this morning. We're founded in 1968. Special Olympics Hawaii has been enriching the lives of local children and adults with intellectual disabilities for over 50 years. Today, Special Olympics is known for offering much more than sports opportunities. Our work in health, education, and athlete and youth leadership help to end discrimination and empower people with intellectual disabilities. We serve over 3,400 adults and children with intellectual disabilities on 6 islands across the state. We offer training and competition in basketball, bocce, bowling, powerlifting, soccer, softball, swimming, track and field, and flag football. We do over 50 area competitions a year and have 3 state games for our athletes and partners. And when our athletes participate in our program, they develop physical fitness, demonstrate courage, experience joy, and participate in a sharing of gifts, skills, and friendships with their families, other Special Olympics athletes, and the community. Our athletes can begin competing at the age of 8, but we can begin training and actually participating in developmental programs starting at the age of 2, and there is no upper age limit for our athletes. In fact, our oldest athlete is 88 years old, still playing bocce, and she's from the Big Island, Auntie Viv. Who we got, Ryan? All right, folks, we've got coming down right now on rope B, Mr. David Porteous goes by Dirk, and he's a returning rappeller, also with Premier Restoration. Something interesting about David, he loves surfing and family time. Wants to go over the edge for the cause. Wants to say mahalo to all of his supporters. And a huge shout out to Premier Restoration. Says, go Premier. Again, this is David Porteous with Premier Restoration, also part of Team Drop 808. I believe David rappelled last year and maybe the year before that as well. So for those of you who are wondering where the money goes that supports this event and throughout the year as we raise funds, donations go directly to cover facility rentals, equipment, food, lodging, transportation for our athletes at 3 state games throughout the year. They also cover coaches training, athlete public speaking training, our Unified Champion Schools program, our health programs where we do free screening for athletes in 7 different disciplines and making sure that they get follow-up care, free glasses for all of our athletes if they need prescription glasses, free hearing aids. We try and support them as much as we possibly can. Again, David Porteous making it look really easy right now on rope B. Clearly a returning rappeller. I know David did it last year. Again, David with Premier Restoration and part of Team Drop 808. Looking smooth. Let's give it up for David Porteous, part of Premier Restoration. Nice job making it look smooth. That was fast. Nobody else? Nobody yet? Dan to Kavika.
Right there.
Kavika, if you just want to make a loop and make sure everybody's good, and then if you want to come take a couple, do some announcing on the pool.
Copy.
Chee-hoo!
David, is this your 2nd year or 3rd year?
3rd year.
Thank you so much for doing this. We greatly appreciate it. Hey, do you want to tell us a little bit about, we've had a big group from Premier Restoration. You want to tell us a little bit about what you guys do?
Yeah. Thank you very much for having us again this year. This is for the competitors at Special Olympics. On behalf of Premier Restoration and Team 808, Steve Sullivan's team, what we do at Premier Restoration is we do everything from any cleanup of fire or flood, structural drying, water remediation, from there having asbestos abatement and full reconstruction. So thank you very much, Special Olympics.
Thank you, David. Thank you. Hey, just so you know, side note, I've been to Kiholo number of times. Probably my favorite place in the world.
No way.
Yes. Have to talk to you about it afterwards.
Epic, yeah.
Love it,
please
love
do.
it.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, take care. Thank you very much.
Mahalo.
Music? Yeah. Why not? What's that? I know, right? Yeah, exactly. It's 9 a.m. Thank you. What's that? Yeah, well, it depends. Some people are fast. Some people I could rate it like 10 times. Some people. Am I? Are you and Kavika going together? You got to give me some material to work with, Diana. Otherwise, I'm just gonna make stuff up. Then have you met? Sorry, I was just gonna. This is Ryan. So Ryan is one of our awesome volunteers, but Ryan also is. Ryan's always one of our super plungers, standing up for polar plunge. So he raises $1,000 to jump in our pool 12 times. How many times have you done it, Ryan? A lot. All but once. Very first. Gotcha. I don't know. It's a lot of times. Nice. So you've done over 100 jumps in the pool. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. That's amazing. That's amazing. Doing it again this year? Thank you.
Guy, I'll come up to you.
What presentation is this one for? Hyatt? So Diana's one of our newest staff members. Yeah, you can see. Through constant contact, you get to see how many people open. It's a good question. I don't know if that's the case. Forward it out. Tell me again where's work for you, right? Yeah, what do you do there? You're DOD? Are you a contractor or you're DOD? Should, so you work on Hickam. Gotcha. Where's your office over there? Oh, you are? Okay. Yeah. Where? Oh, really? Oh, nice. By D, any more 808 guys? Drop 808 guys? Or we got? Oh, okay. Dip by D coming up next. Little low. Um, some guys just go faster, and then the other guys are still training. While we're waiting for our next crew, we've got, if you're here to support our Dip by D group, we've got a team called Dip by D. I think we've got 6 propellers coming up. Ryan, who we got coming up on Dip by D? Let's see. All right, folks, our next propellers, this is who we're expecting if you're waiting for them. We've got Darren Nishimura. We've got Ryan Mock, Scott Inatsuka, Daniela Fry, and James Fry will be coming up, along with Gina Uyama, Ted Jung, and Efren Pakol, all Dip by D, and then we're going to have some more Team Drop 808 folks coming up. Also coming up shortly, Miss Janice Nielsen. Janice is amazing. Janice, by herself, has raised over $10,000 this year for Over the Edge on her own. So she is our leading fundraiser and has been our leading fundraiser for at least a few years now. Again, raising over $10,000 a year. So Janice is amazing. But also the whole Dip by D group is great, and we're excited to see them come over. Then we'll have some more of our Team Drop 808 crew coming over as well. Again, all raising funds for Special Olympics Hawaii. We'll be here all day. We've had our first rappellers from 8 a.m. going all through till about 4:30 p.m. today. Over 90 rappellers today, and our goal is to raise $140,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii, providing year-round sports training and competition for over 3,500 Special Olympics athletes. Those are both adults and children with intellectual disabilities. Athletes can start competing in our program as young as the age of 8, but they can actually start in our developmental programs at the age of 2. And our oldest athletes, so there's no upper age limit, our oldest athletes, in fact, many of our athletes in their 40s, 50s, even 60s, and believe it or not, our oldest athlete is 88 years old this year. Her name is Enti Viv, and she plays bocce on the Big Island, and she's still participating in Special Olympics. And we ask her why she does it, and she says, because that's where all her friends are. And she doesn't want to miss out, and she wants to be active, and she wants to be part of what's going on. And so she still plays bocce. She's amazing. We'd also like to give a shout-out while we're waiting again for our next crew of rappellers for some of our huge supporters, our mission supporters. These are folks that provide at least $100,000 of support through monetarily donations or in-kind support throughout the year. We would like to give it up for First Hawaiian Bank. For 2 decades, First Hawaiian Bank has been a sponsor of Special Olympics Hawaii, and they're the title sponsor of our law enforcement torch run. We'd also like to give it up to Hawaii News Now and a family of works who provide public service announcements throughout the year for everything that we do. We'd also like to give a massive shout out to our law enforcement torch run for Special Olympics. The torch run's more than just a year. It's a fundraising organization and group that culminates with our state summer games, but also multiple other events. Many of you have probably noticed that we just had recently, we did our Tip-A-Cop event at a number of California pizza kitchens on island, as well as our Cop on Top event at Walmarts and Safeways and other shopping centers around Hawaii, where we raised well over $200,000 as well. So thank you so much to the LETR, the Law Enforcement Torch Run, and all of its major supporters, including folks from Honolulu Police Department, the Hawaii National Guard, Sheriff's Department, and numerous other law enforcement agencies. We'd also like to give it up to PAR Hawaii. PAR Hawaii, amazing supporter of Special Olympics Hawaii. They'll actually have 10 employees going over the, one of the major things that they do to support us is we have an event called Fueling Dreams, where they're raising money at all their retail heli and 76 locations, and this year raised over $85,000 to support Special Olympics Hawaii. Also a big shout out to Walmart, who basically allows us to do Cop on Top at all of their different locations here on Oahu, as well as on the neighbor islands as well. And again, that event raises well over $200,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii. No, the Steve Sullivan guys have a floor on the 30 something. They've got a room. Tracy, like 32nd floor, something like that. 10? I don't know. Ryan, ask. Yeah, I know who Don is. Ask Tracy if we've got a photographer in any of the rooms. Again, folks, we've got Dip by D, Team Dip by D coming up. Propellers coming up on which rope shortly. The higher has been wonderful to work with. They really make it easy for us. We've really enjoyed our time here. This is our 6th year at the Hyatt, and they really make this event possible. There's not a lot of folks that make it available to rappel down the side of their building. We'd also like to thank the Hyatt guests here for being patient with us, and hopefully you guys enjoy us being here. If anybody would like to make a donation today to Special Olympics, please come over and see us. Myself or Ryan will be happy to take care of you. And I believe there might be one final to check with Tracy, but if you're interested, every rappeller here is raising $1,000. So if you've had a great financial year, you're feeling really generous, you're here on vacation, and if you feel like, hey, my last thing to make this trip the best trip of my life is to go over the edge and rappel down the side of the Hyatt, you can come talk to us, and we'll see if we can slot you in as well. All right, we'd also like to give it up for our year-round supporters, including American Medical Response, providing medical support at all of our events throughout the year. They're here today making sure our repellers are all taken care of. Costco Air Conditioning and Refrigeration, Elite Parking Services, Brand Safeway Scaffolding, who provided our scaffolding here today, both on the rooftop and getting into room 513. The Honolulu Star Advertiser and McDonald's of Hawaii are our official breakfast partner.
And ladies and gentlemen, as we wait for our next set of repellers, our Dip by D team, we want to go ahead and thank our event partners. We have Brand Safeway, Mahalo to Brand Safeway Scaffolding for their expertise and equipment on the rooftop scaffolding and their stairway scaffolding. So right above our drop zone there, you see the scaffolding. They built that at the top. You can kind of see a little bit of it, but that scaffolding that actually holds our repellers, they did that as well. So Brand Safeway is a full-service scaffold company offering scaffolding rental, sales, training, engineering, labor, and inventory and project management. Also provides the scaffolding for our Cop on Top fundraisers. Those take place at a lot of the Safeways and all of the Walmarts on Island this year. And also through their tremendous support, we're able to conduct our unique fundraisers year after year. So once again, mahalo to Brand Safeway for indulging us on all of our creative ways of fundraising. We'd also like to thank Armstrong Produce and Honolulu Freight Service. Mahalo to Kevin Shigemura at Armstrong Produce and Honolulu Freight Service for helping to transport our rappelling gear from the mainland for our event. Were we to use FedEx, we may not be able to afford to do this event. And we cannot forget to thank Channel 808 and Multimedia Solutions. Mahalo Russ Sumida, the guys over here to the left in the tent, Scott Tamura, Topher Shulin from Channel 808 and Multimedia Solutions for providing a live internet streaming of Over the Edge. Special friends of Special Olympics Hawaii generously donate their time, equipment, and expertise each year to provide the live internet streaming of this event. So if you guys have anybody coming down right now, and you guys have people at home that want to watch them, they can do that. Just let us know. We can get you that site. And the great thing about it is it can actually be interactive. If I'm correct, you can send some jabs at them if you want. Have some special requests, like, I don't know, do a twirl while you're up there. Make it creative as they come down. But once again, you guys can do that. We can get the messages to them. And as soon as they get an earshot, we can make their rappel as fun as we can possibly make it. So mahalo Channel 808 and Multimedia Solutions. Starcom Wireless, once again, our final sponsor for our event partners. Mahalo to Starcom Wireless for providing the two-way radios for this event and all of the other Special Olympics Hawaii events throughout the year. Ladies and gentlemen, at Special Olympics Hawaii, we understand that communication is completely important, which is why we are always talking on our radio. So very important, mahalo nui to Starcom Wireless. All one of them. She's actually at the beach right now. Ryan, who's A, B, and C? Looks like we're getting our first participant coming down. All right, on this one, we're going to need some audience participation. I think I know this gentleman, so I'm going to say his name is Ryan Mock. I'm going to guess that if this is Ryan Mock, he's a HBA grad. He is a first-time rappeller and apparently so shy that he doesn't want to fill out our questionnaire, but it's fine. We have his friends sitting next to us, and they can add in all the things that we should know about him. Other than the fact that he is a first-time rappeller, he is wearing a black shirt. And once again, representing team Dip by Dee. Love anything I can say about Ryan? So we're going to wait for the next rappeller because apparently the things that we can say about Ryan should not be said, per my mom. Gosh, I hope he can't hear me from all the way up there yet. If you can, Ryan, it was her. Trying to utilize the very vast amount of information that Ryan gave us, the last thing that I can tell you about him is that he heard about Over the Edge by a friend or coworker. Now, this is going to leave us to wonder if he was forced to come, lost a bet to come, or just owed somebody a really big favor. So when he gets down here, let's hope that he's a little less shy on the microphone than he is on the paper, and we will find out. Thank you. And once again, for those of you just joining us, we are here at the lovely Waikiki Hyatt Regency Beach Resort doing our Over the Edge event to support Special Olympics Hawaii. Special Olympics covers the 6 major islands, all save for Ni'ihau and Kaho'olawe. The 96 individuals today have the opportunity to rappel 40 stories, 400 feet basically, from the roof to support a great cause. That would be Special Olympics Hawaii. All of the proceeds go directly to our athletes here, save for the cost that it does cost to run this entire event. And other than that, everything that we do make will stay here in Hawaii, goes straight to our athletes. All are over 3,500 athletes, as a matter of fact. All athletes are able to participate in Special Olympics Hawaii programs year-round, free of charge, thanks to donations we receive here and from our other events. Now, it looks like we got another adventurous one by Dip by Dee. The guy on the line to the far left, that would be Darren Nishimura, who travels with his own entourage, apparently. He is also a first-time rappeller. Also, like Ryan, is wearing a black shirt. I'm assuming maybe they have team shirts. Dip by Dee, can we get a confirmation on that? Yes. Yes, they are wearing team shirts. So I'm going to guess that the next Dip by Dee person is also wearing a black shirt. So, Darren actually works for Hawaiian Telecom and has some fantastic nicknames. Now, I don't know if these are really his nicknames. I can get confirmation once again from the team representative here on our right, but his nicknames include Oji-san, which, if I'm correct, means grandpa, and also Rampage. So if we really want to go crazy, we're going to call him a rampaging grandpa. It does look like, though, that Ryan Mock seems to have the gist of it. He is making his way down quite quickly. Ryan, can you hear us yet? Are you okay? Blink twice. We'll come back to Ryan again a little later. Going back to Darren, we asked him if he had any involvement with Special Olympics prior. He simply said, none. We also give the participants the opportunity to jot down their final thoughts before rappelling down the 40 stories. Darren, as you can tell, is a very articulate fellow. He says, I hope the landing is soft. We're going to be honest with you, and I don't know if they were when you checked in, Darren, but I'm going to tell you that the landing is completely predicated on your expertise. So good luck with that. I'm not sure if Ryan's just being a good sport, but he's waited until Darren has actually caught up to him now. So I think they're going to do the Dip by Dee hold hands as they continue their rappel. Check that. Darren has officially taken the lead. This is not a race, guys, but Darren is winning. Maybe not follow that instruction per se. Yeah, there you go. Faster is good. But, you know, just drink it in, Ryan. I mean, how often are you really suspended from the what looks like the 15th, 14th, 12th? You're doing so good. Darren, on the other hand, is loving it. He's got his groove. Darren, how you doing? Can you hear us? All right. We'll wait till you get a little closer so we can get a better answer. But if you want to wave to your friends over here, Darren, we'll wait till you come around. There we are. We got a shaka from Darren. We know that you meant to do that. Don't worry. You're a natural at this. Ryan, again, though, is just completely enjoying the view. I think he's having a conversation with the people on the balcony up there. He would be. So once again, this is our annual Over the Edge event. This is our 11th year doing it, and this is our first time that we're actually trying to get a date out of it. How are we doing up there, Ryan? I'm going to guess that your posture is saying that you're doing great. Darren has officially touched down, ladies and gentlemen. Darren Nishimura. I'm going to guess that he's not going to deprive us of an interview, so we'll wait for him to get to the mic and ask some probing questions. There we go. Ryan's got his groove back, or at least the phone number. Something happened there to make him continue down. We are just about 10 stories down. Ryan, can you hear us yet? Right on. Darren, you got a moment? Can we get you at the microphone there? First of all, congratulations, Darren.
Oh, thank you. It was nerve-wracking.
It was nerve-wracking. How can you say that? You zoomed all the way down. You were behind?
No, the worst part is when you have to go over the edge. And
Gotcha. Well,
go, yeah.
now you see why we call it
It's
over the edge.
But
So
yeah, once you start going down, it's all right.
fantastic. So you work for Hawaiian Telcom, yes?
Yes.
Anything you want to say about your company? Wait, yeah, sorry. Anything good that you'd like to say about your company? We want to make friends here.
I've been there 25 years, and maybe got 5 more years. And
Fantastic. So you know what? The one thing that you and Ryan, other than the black shirt, because it is Dip by D, you guys have a team shirt, right?
yeah.
Yeah? What's it say on your shirt, by the way?
Uh,
Does it say Raging Grandpa? Or is that on the back? That's your name?
looking like a snack.
And I thought that when I saw you, but I didn't want to say that, so thank you.
Thank you.
Very much for that. Who is the friend or coworker that got you to, or who told you about it over the edge?
Ted Jung.
Ted who?
Jung.
Ted Jung. Okay, we're not going to say that. But fantastic. Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to have you on here. Anybody you want to thank or anything before we let you go?
I guess my family right there.
Wait, you have family here? We had no idea.
Right there.
Right on. Thank you so much, Darren. Great job. As we wait for Ryan to come to the microphone, hopefully he gives us an interview. Once again, Ryan is the gentleman that was shy on his form. Gave us very little information to work with. But we were able to tell everyone that he loves Transformers. Is an 80s child. Ryan, when you get a moment, if we could have you at the microphone, that'd be great. But in the meantime, we'd like to say that Special Olympics was founded back in 1968, Special Olympics Hawaii, that is, and has been enriching the lives of local children and adults with intellectual disabilities for 50 years. Today, Special Olympics is known for offering much more than just sports opportunities. The work in health, education, and athlete and youth leaderships help to end discrimination and empower people with intellectual disabilities. Special Olympics Hawaii just a few years ago, as a matter of fact, earned the designation healthy community, which means we care about more than just the athlete as an athlete. They get free screenings if they have access to dental care should they need it. We have the Knights of Columbus that provide us with optical enhancements should they need it, if they need glasses, anything like that. So once again, Special Olympics is more than just caring about the athlete as an athlete. It's about making sure that we have a healthy person. Did we lose Ryan Mock? Like, I feel like we have a scaffolding that goes up. So we had to have seen it. He went up? Did he run up? How did we lose him? Okay, that's it. We're going to hold the Dip by D people hostage over here so that he has to come. And we're going to interview him down here. Thanks, guys. Great work to our drop zone guys, by the way. Yay, yay. Oh, negative? Thanks, guys. Okay, on line B here, let's see. We're going to get a head start, I believe, or is he already coming down? All right, sorry, he got a head start is what I was trying to say. We got Scott Inatsuka. There we go. As you can tell by, he's also with Dip by D, a first-time repeller. Looking like a salve? And he's looking like a snack. That's right. Thank you. Fantastic. Is that our Dip by D slogan? No, it's just one of them. It is today, is what we were told. It is today. So Scott Inatsuka is actually the owner of Inatsuka Engineering. So we'd love to get him on the microphone, but We've already lost one of the Dip by D guys, so we're going to try and do better of catching him next time. We asked him to tell us something interesting about himself. And I don't know how many people that actually suffer from this would actually admit to it, but he says, I suffer from a severe case of small man syndrome. Scott Inosuka, ladies and gentlemen, is 6'10". I'm joking. I actually have no idea how big he is. He may not be. We asked him, why did you decide to go over the edge? And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a really touching, a really compelling answer. He said that Ted asked me when I was drunk. ... I feel like the ... really expresses a little bit of regret, but too late now, buddy. You've already gone over the edge and looking pretty good. Yeah, perfect right there. Thank you. Scott's going at a nice pace. Make sure that when you get to about the 23rd floor, we check in on Ryan's friend so that we can get at least his phone numbers and we can call him to get him back here. Ryan Mock, that is. We'll find you, Ryan. So going back to Scott's severe case of small man syndrome, we asked him also if he had any involvement with Special Olympics. He said in high school he helped every year through the Key Club. So thank you very much to the Key Club, first of all, and also to Scott for continuing his support of Special Olympics Hawaii. Now, once again, we do have a nice contingent of people here from Dip by D, so I'm sure they'd like to hear. Would you like to say anything to your supporters who we'd like to thank for their support? He'd like to say thank you so much for responding to my request. I'm really grateful for your support and encouragement. I feel like his publicist probably wrote that for him. So we'll try and get something a little more candid once he gets down to the bottom. I wonder if Scott is now regretting that he just passed the balcony with the lady, and he looked like he slowed up real quick, like, oh, hold on.